Well, always exciting when this guy shows up on the fight card, Daniel. He is a true mixed martial artist. Not really any glaring weaknesses, at least, that he's put on film thus far.
He's the new breed of fighter. Those kids that start doing everything at 6 years old. They start wrestling, they start doing jiu-jitsu, they start to box. He's one of those guys that has every one of those skills, and he does them all at an A+ level. He's got tremendous cardio. He is the type of fighter that in a few years will just litter the UFC roster across the board.
And oftentimes his opponents will say he doesn't really do anything special, but he does everything at a plus level, and he believes he'll have a lot of advantages in this matchup tonight. Well, he's one of the more accomplished strikers in this division. Sprawl and brawl, whatever you want to say, he's going to try to keep this fight standing tonight.
It does not matter how he accomplishes it. All he wants to do is be on his feet and at range, hitting you with the beautiful jab, staying away from the grappling exchanges. You don't accomplish all the things that this man has accomplished over the course of his career without understanding distance. He has great distance management, which then in turn allows him to land all these beautiful, diverse kicks, spinning back kick, jumping high kick, so many things he possesses that he will try to use tonight in this fight.
Yeah, if this turns into a kickboxing match tonight, most people believe, yeah, his opponent is in a world of trouble. Our tale of the tape for this featherweight fight. Asuncao is 2 years his senior. Swanson will have a 4-inch reach advantage. Let's get it started. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a mixed martial artist, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 9 losses. He stands 5 feet 5 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Rafael Asuncao! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 28 wins, 13 losses. He stands 5 feet 8 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean.
Herb Dean has drawn the assignment here.
Ready. You ready to fight?
All right, so here we go with the start of this fight. I'm anxious, man. What a matchup it is, and it's going to be interesting. And it's going to be interesting to see who has the upper hand early.
It's going to be difficult to find out how this plays out, right? Striker versus well-rounded fighter. Who's going to be the one that's going to control where this fight takes place?
Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
Oh, he might be out. That knee might have landed there. All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie. Oh, big knee. Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out.
Both of these gentlemen are putting it on the line.
Punches blocked. Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. We march on, 3 minutes to go. All right, bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, great position for him here. He's got the full mount. See if he can get that ground and pound going.
Oh, he's got to get it going, but he can't rush. A lot of times, guys get in the full mount and they rush, they get nervous. They're like, oh my goodness, I'm winning. Reality is, you're winning, but it can change in a matter of seconds because then they can be gone. He's got to drop his hips, be really heavy at the opponent's base, and then just start to work. Make the opponent give his back so he can try to get his chokes off or find great ground and pounds with very patient ground and pound from such a dominant position.
Man, striking class is in session. Beautiful punch there.
Great job landing. What a damaging punch. There you go. There you go.
Gets up again here, but hurting.
Head kick.
How good is that right hand? So just over 20 total strikes. Now landed for Rafael Assunção. Swanson gets hit with a kick.
You gotta check these low leg kicks.
Oh man, I'm starting to feel bad for the canvas as he lands another takedown there.
He landed another takedown, and he's doing it over and over again. What I am a massive fan of is his cardio, the ability to be able to keep this pace over and over as he hits these takedowns. Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this?
All right, there's the end of the round, so it was a huge strike to the head that stunned his opponent and nearly got him out of there.
Yeah, that was a big moment. A big strike lands, his opponent's on wobbly legs. That is exactly what you want to see as you're walking back to your stool. Your opponent staggering back to his corner and being hopeful that he can get it back together before the start of the next round.
All right, round 2 forthcoming here. Cub Swanson and Rafael Assunção.
Big powerful punch lands. Now he gets back to range.
Back to the left hand now, unable to connect. Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
Can't take many of those. You better check.
Strong outside leg kick.
That one is going to end the fight.
Yep. Well, he has landed some good shots, DC, but really unable to string anything together in terms of solid combinations.
It's because he's not committing to it fully. He throws his jab. He may throw the right hand out there, but he's not really sitting down on the right hand. He really doesn't seem to have the intent on landing it. He's got to be confident that it's going to land, and he's got to really throw his whole entire body into those strikes.
30 total strikes have now landed for Killer Cub. And just 42% accuracy in terms of the land rate against Rafael Assunção. Oh, good kicks. Big knee there.
Good right hand.
Oh, collar tie. And both fighters exchange in the pocket. All right, what do you think? Another takedown attempt here. It seems like every time he's gone to the well, it's been there tonight.
When you're that successful with any one thing, why would you change it? He's going to shoot for another takedown, and I would almost be willing to bet he's going to secure it.
I'll take the action.
Okay. Oh, that's a nice strike.
Well, he continues to stay busy, and he continues to land with volume punches here.
I mean, volume, but he's not wasting anything. He's so accurate out there.
Shot is blocked there by Assunção. All right, he engages in the single collar tie.
Left hand punch in the clinch.
Well, the right hand has been there at times, not that time. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round.
Big leg kick land.
A little single collar tie there. Taking down, tosses into the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission.
All right, north-south position here. We'll see if the crowd can be mature about this, DC. And that's the end of round number 2. All right, so an entertaining 5 minutes. Let's look back at some of the highlights, DC, and I'd imagine a lot of these replays are going to be rooted in that kicking game that was on full display.
Absolutely. You're going to see a lot of different techniques, but the kicking was the key to him getting ahead in this fight. He's out ahead now. He needs to stay the course and continue to do that as the fight goes on.
All right, DC, here we go with our next round. It wasn't just the accuracy, it was the aggressiveness, the volume.
It was unbelievable to watch him be so active. The cardio, the push, the pace, and the pressure that he fought with. It's going to be very interesting to see if he can maintain this over 15 minutes.
Well, he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down tonight. He continues to connect on a high volume of strikes here.
Right hand punch to the clinch. Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Oh, he landed that kick to the outside of the lead leg there, DC.
He is chopping up that leg. They say chop down the tree. You beat your opponent by slowing him down first with those nice outside leg kicks.
Oh, lands another punch.
Great action getting that takedown.
Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
Now he'll try to start attacking a rear naked choke from the top position.
He is doing a really good job of relaxing, not panicking because he's getting choked.
His opponent's got double hooks in now under the chin.
It's starting to get deep.
And this might just be a matter of time. Wow. Side control now, and certainly I would think more offensive options for the bottom fighter than in the half guard.
Absolutely more offensive options because now you can just start to get away. You can just go to a wrestler stand-up. Get to your knees, post your hands, don't allow him to get his hooks in, right? Really be aware of the hooks. But get to your hands, stand up, fight the hands, break away and escape. But it's so much more free-flowing than a half guard in the side control because all you need to do is just get the opponent's body up because his legs are just free to move. His legs are not controlling anything. His legs are just free, so you have more freedom to use yours.
Well, he has really started to apply a lot of pressure here down the stretch. Not as much offense earlier in the fight. He is making up for lost time now. 71 total strikes have now landed for Cub Swanson. While misses on 60% of the strikes, landing with just 40% accuracy against Rafael Assunção. How about that shin?
Oh, big punch land.
1-2 punch by Assunção. And there comes the separation now. Oh, and he tags him with the straight hand there. Beautifully done by Assunção. Whoa! Oh, he might be out. Oh! All right, so the fight goes the distance. Both guys had their moments, but there was a striking advantage, albeit slight, and perhaps that'll be enough for him to get his hand raised tonight.
It should be enough. I mean, when you watch the fight, you understand that you are watching two of the best mixed martial artists in the world. But it did look like he did just enough to earn a competitive decision.
All right, the official
Ladies
decision
and
is now
gentlemen,
in.
after
Here
3
is
rounds,
Bruce
we go
Buffer.
to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores this contest, 29-28, Assunção. Judge 2 scores it, 9-28, Swanson. And Judge 3 scores it, 9-28, for the winner by split decision, Cub Swanson!
All right, well, congratulations to him there, and I think 5 years from now they'll forget that it was a split. Well, if he is not the greatest UFC featherweight champion in the promotion's history, he is certainly on the short list. That 13-fight winning streak that he put together at 145 pounds, likely something, DC, that will never be duplicated in this division.
Yes, it'll be very tough because it's such a tough division. The guys that he had to beat in order to go on a 13-fight win streak was unbelievable. It was unreal to see the names on that list that Max Holloway beat. But the crowning moment was when he beat Jose Aldo twice to win and keep his UFC featherweight championship, and then he only topped that in the destruction of Brian Ortega. Max Holloway is one of the best fighters, if not the best fighter, 145 pounds has ever seen.
And with respect to Jose Aldo, Conor McGregor, and anybody else, the UFC featherweight record books read like Max Holloway's Wikipedia page. We'll see if he can add to that total here tonight. Well, he's on the short list of the best strikers, pound for pound, in UFC history. When Edson Barboza's fighting and you're not commentating, I know you're shelling out that pay-per-view money. This guy is as entertaining as anybody in the sport.
Every single time Edson Barboza steps in the octagon, I tune in. He's one of the most diverse and dominant finishers the UFC has ever seen. Who wins fights by leg kicks on more than one occasion? Edson Barboza. That's who has a spinning back kick finish that's going to stay on the highlight videos for all time. Edson Barboza. That's who, a striker and finisher of the highest order. Edson Barboza Jr. is one of the most exciting fighters the UFC's ever seen.
A lot of big-name wins on his resume. Anthony Showtime Pettis, Gilbert Melendez among them. There have been some pitfalls in some big spots, but Edson Barboza, as you might expect, finds himself in another big one here tonight. And now our tale of the tape for this lightweight fight. The American is 28. The Brazilian is 34. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC lightweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a boxer, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 7 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Fighting out of Waianae, Hawaii, Max Blast Holloway. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a kickboxer, holding a professional record of 22 wins, 11 losses. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall, weighing in at 155 pounds. Edson Jr. Barboza. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
The veteran Yves Lavigne draws the assignment here.
You ready? Are you ready? Fight!
All right, here we go. Round 1, outstanding matchup of strikers. Any chance this thing hits the canvas tonight?
I don't believe so. I think when you have 2 high-level strikers like you have in these 2 men, they're going to go to the center of the octagon, and it's going to be a kickboxing match. A kickboxing match that you would see in a ring. Tonight, you get to watch it inside of an octagon.
Blocks the shot. Looping left hand misses the target. Well, you saw us reference it in the tail of the tape, DC. He's got the reach advantage and certainly made good use of it there in landing that jab.
Yeah, he's hurt really bad.
He's gotten hurt here. And another big kick from Max Holloway. Oh!
Look at the force behind that leg kick.
Trying to go to the body here, unable to find the target.
Beautiful leg kick throw.
Ooh, blocks the shot. He comes forward with a flying knee that just missed hitting the target flush. Well, that back and forth we go! Try to establish that jab.
Good punch. Very tricky when he throws that body kick.
There's the jab. Now another for good measure. Nice job there by Max Blessed Holloway. Big power shot there.
Over and over, this guy's getting hit right in his face. Look at how he turns his hip over when he throws that kick.
Oh, that's a good right hand. So just over 20 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway.
Big punch lands over the top. How's he gonna follow this one up?
Good series of strikes by him there.
Great job of mixing it up, staying active, keeping busy, doing great work. Over and over, he's landed these big body kicks.
Back and forth we go here. "30 seconds now to go in round one." Lands a glancing right hand upstairs.
Ooh, what a punch. Ooh, head kick lands, he's hurt.
Final seconds of round one. Oh! Round two winding down. All right, so there's the end of the round. Big story in this one now. The cut on the bridge of that nose from that strike. The cut man is in there. Should be able to shut this one and potentially prevent it from being a factor here moving forward. All right, so there's the horn signifying the end of the round. A stunner there with the head strike midway through. Nearly got him out of there for good.
Almost got him out of there. He hurt him badly. He had his opponent hurt real bad. Now his opponent's walking back to his corner. Everybody looks confused. They don't know what they're supposed to do to try to change the way that this fight is going.
All right, folks, don't blink. Here we go. Round two, Edson Barboza versus Max Holloway.
I mean, he's cutting down the size with these beautiful leg kicks.
Oh!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad. Jab hurt him a little bit.
And now he lands a combination. Oh, straight right. So 41 total strikes have landed for Max Blessed Holloway. And the accuracy rate about 42% now against Edson Jr. Barboza. Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge in reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Starting to do some really significant damage to the body here. Another strike lands there. Checks the leg kick. Barboza gets caught with that punch. And he landed the right hand there. Under 3 minutes now to go round two. Oh!
He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press it. He's got to go chase that finish.
Oh, he might be out. Big right hands there by Max Holloway. All right, good job by him there to raise the guard and protect his head.
He's doing a good job of keeping the guard high, blocking his head, making sure he's not taking those damaging strikes up top.
Under 2 minutes to go. Oh, misses with the jab. Well, a really good second round for him thus far. After a somewhat lackluster first round, he has found the rhythm and found his striking range. Scary proposition for the opponent now here in round two.
Big power punch land.
Oh!
Get back to ring.
Oh! Oh! Now goes in and secures the takedown. Oh, nice job to reverse position on the ground.
It was bad, but now it's not so bad. What a fantastic sweep.
Nicely done there as he forces the miss from his opponent. Holloway's attempt there is blocked by the opponent. Wow! Good movement by him here, transitioning very well on the ground tonight.
Step for step, he's staying with his opponent in every transition.
And what a round!
Take a seat. Breathe. Relax. You're fine. We expected a bloody fight. We knew this was going to happen.
All right, so there's the end of the round, and on one side, thrill, on the other, agony after that knockdown.
Yeah, he was able to really damage him with that big punch. You see the hands, the speed, how sharp he is, how technical he is. It allows him to land in spots where his opponent is winging punches. Great strike landed, great punch landed to put his opponent down.
Are you ready? You ready?
Third round underway. Holloway's shot is blocked. Barboza gets hit by that leg kick. May not be a bad idea to start to check some of these. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad. Big kick lands.
Well, he continues to do a nice job here defensively, protecting his head, raising the guard, and really frustrating the offensive fighter a little bit.
Lesson 1 in boxing class, hands up, chin down.
Well, these numbers unofficial, but they are strong. 73 total strikes have landed for Max Holloway. And connecting with about a 41% accuracy rate here against Edson Barboza. Visibly limping here. Well, he's been pretty accurate tonight. He's landed some significant strikes, but his corner's looking for him to mix it up a little bit more and just throw more volume.
Because they don't see too much of a threat. This guy has to have confidence in knowing that when he extends his combinations, he's still safe, but he's also going to be able to land. He's got to be finding that confidence in his mind that all the...
Whoa!
Dude's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out.
Nice straight punch.
Good work here.
What a fantastic strike to throw at the exact right moment. He deserves this moment. Go finish his fight.
So, an elbow! Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
And just misses with that big right hand.
Punch over the top.
Oh!
Oh, he's hurt bad. He's hurt bad, John. He's got to press him. He's got to go chase that finish down now.
Circling to his right. Just misses with the jab there. Strong defense here as the hook to the head is blocked. Oh!
He needs to start looking to finish now because he's got his opponent hurt very bad.
A lot of top pressure being applied here. And really starting to make these shots count. Back to the feet. Unable to connect with the right hand there.
Look at him drive his shin into his opponent's body with that body kick.
All right, so a close fight goes the distance here tonight, DC. I know you're not a judge, but any lean to one fighter or the other?
I mean, when I watched the fight, I believe that he did enough. But when these fights are this close, it's razor thin. You don't know what the judges are seeing. I think he did enough. I think it was the striking advantage that he showed that should get him the victory, but we shall see.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for a decision. Judge 1 scores the contest, 29-28, Holloway. Judge 2 scores it, 30-27, Barboza. And Judge 3 scores it, 29-28, declared the winner by split decision, Edson Jr. Barboza.
Wow, so there he is, your winner by the narrowest of margins. Well, it's always exciting when you have such a high-level Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu practitioner. This man has been a master of the submission in the UFC, and even though a lot of people know what's coming, more often than not, they're unable to stop.
Because the knowledge of the Jiu-Jitsu game is truly something that it's hard to replicate when a guy is as good as he is. I mean, he will jump for a triangle. He will jump for an armbar. And as you slam him to the ground, he starts to understand, okay, I'm right where I need you right now. This is when the game starts for him. If he doesn't secure that submission, he gets you where he needs you to be in order to start to really make you drown. It's like going in deep water and getting pulled down over and over again, because every time you think, if I do this, it'll make it better, it just makes it worse.
And best of luck trying to find a training partner to simulate this guy in the gym.
It can't happen, and it won't happen.
Well, as far as American fighters go, they don't come a lot more popular than the former UFC lightweight champion, New Jersey's finest, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
Frankie Edgar is a phenomenal wrestler, but he's used that wrestling to become an even more dangerous fighter. He's developed fantastic boxing under Mark Henry. Ricardo Almeida has his jiu-jitsu on par with his striking. Also, the wrestling has made Frankie Edgar one of the best fighters the UFC estimated at 155 and now at 145 pounds.
All right, now let's get to the tail of the tape for this featherweight tilt. Edgar is 8 years his senior. Oliveira is 4 inches tall. He will have a 6-inch reach advantage. We send it inside the octagon. Here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Charles Doblox Oliveira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a wrestler holding a professional record of 23 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds, fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, USA, Frankie the Answer Edgar! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Loving.
Well, this young man is a really accomplished submission specialist, and sometimes fighters get offended when you call them a specialist, but most people know what he's trying to do in there, and to this point, no one's really been able to stop him.
John, he will try to pull guard. Who pulls guard anymore in the UFC at this point? But he understands that for him to be successful, the fight has to be in the grappling, in the jiu-jitsu. If he's able to extend these jiu-jitsu exchanges, he is the guy that is generally going to win. He understands position. He understands going from point A to point B. He always is the one controlling the underhook. Always has the frame. Just a knowledge of jiu-jitsu that not many people can match. And you can be sure as he makes this walk tonight, he's thinking about just how quickly he can get this fight to the ground and utilize those aforementioned high-level submission skills. All right, so here's the former UFC lightweight champion, Frankie Edgar, beat BJ Penn to win the belt back in 2010, competed at featherweight for a while as well, but this was really a guy, DC, who popularized competing at the natural weight before it became all the rage. Yeah, he just didn't want to cut weight. He told me also that because his kid wrestles, he won't make his kid cut weight because he doesn't cut weight. Why should he make him do something he won't do? But he fought where he felt most comfortable. He was not draining himself. And by not draining yourself to get on the scale, Frankie was able to fight with a pace that a lot of those 155-pound guys could not match. Frankie's a phenomenal wrestler, wrestled at Clarion University, coached at Rutgers University, but has developed striking under Mark Henry that is as good as anybody in the organization. And when you bury him, what does he do? He comes back and shows you a vintage performance, got knocked out by Brian Ortega, came back to dominate Cub Swanson just about 6 weeks later. Frankie Edgar back on the proving ground here tonight.
Ladies and gentlemen, this fight is 3 rounds in the UFC featherweight division. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, a jiu-jitsu fighter holding a professional record of 33 wins, 9 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 5 feet 10 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Sao Paulo, Brazil, Charles Doblox Oliveira! And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a wrestler, holding a professional record of 23 wins, 11 losses, and 1 draw. He stands 5 feet 6 inches tall, weighing in at 145 pounds. Fighting out of Toms River, New Jersey, Frankie, the answer, Edgar! And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Yves Lavigne.
All right, DC, round one is upon us, and if you are somebody that enjoys the ground fighting game, this matchup could be custom-made for you.
This fight is made for you. But does the grappler try to keep this fight standing? Does he just throw the jiu-jitsu fighter down and then back out? Because even though he's a phenomenal grappler, he will be at a disadvantage if this fight takes too much time on the ground in the jiu-jitsu realm.
Oh, nice connection with that punch. It's one thing to have an edge and reach. It's another to take advantage. Nicely done. Well, perhaps a sign of things to come as he lands a kick there.
Nice kick landed by the counter.
Just out of the range with that right hand.
Nice kick.
All right, he closes the distance, gets the single collar tie.
In the clinch, big body punch, big hard hit to every single strike.
DC didn't take him long to find his rhythm, and he hip tosses him to the mat. Now we'll see what he can do from here, DC.
Right into side control. He's going to try to control him, then find a submission. Now he falls back into the finishing position.
Somehow stays in the fight. Oh, he postured up there, gained some valuable separation.
And now the ground and pound starts.
Oh, nice job here staying busy off of his back. Nice offense from the bottom. Pretty good work with the ground and pound here by Edgar. Well, there are few things more fun to watch in mixed martial arts than these type of transitions and scrambles on the ground.
High-level grappling can really be entertaining.
So 31 total strikes have landed for Frankie Edgar.
Nice punch here. Oh, nice right hand.
Back to the well with that right hand, it's no good.
I mean, look at the commitment to kicking in this fight.
Mixed martial arts, beautiful combination to set up the takedown. Remaining active here in his pursuit of the submission, another attempt here. Working off of his back here. Looks like he may try to hip escape. Oh, really nice work to keep busy off of his back as he lands some more offense here from Bob. Throws the left hand. A lot of top pressure being applied here. All right, DC, half guard position here. You've done a lot of good work in this spot in your career.
Oh, man, I love this position. And you see this fighter today loves it too. It is the most secure position in fighting. You get an underhook on one side, you keep a half guard on the other, and then you just go to work. It's the safest position, especially for a wrestler.
All right, round two is upon us. Frankie Edgar versus Charles Oliveira. Oh, slips to avoid the right.
Oh.
Strike to the body here. Instead, it's turned away by Edgar. Oh, man, that could have felt good. Flush knee lands to the body by the taller fighter. Right hand on point. All right, so once again, the fighters engage in the clinch. We'll see who will have the upper hand here, champ.
There are so many options to dictate and control this exact position. Who is going to take advantage of it? Nice punch in.
Oh, nice straight punch there. Must be nice to have a reach advantage like this, DC. Big shots being landed on both sides here. Well, that nose isn't going to be able to take too many more as he doubles up on the jab there.
So good to watch MMA evolve and watch guys now fight the
timing his shots nicely. It's like Tom Brady out there. He hasn't missed the target.
Wow, actually got the takedown.
Under 3 minutes now to go in the round. Edgar's got his arm under the chin, going for a guillotine now.
Oh, stuck in the guillotine.
Oh, we're getting a finish here. Oh, what a beautiful counter to the guillotine there. Gets side mount, and now maybe the Von Flue choke will be there. Oven St. Preux has got to like that transition there. Right into side control, upper body strength figures to be put to good use here.
Yes, absolutely. And you got to look for his opponent.
He jumps on a headlock. We call this in wrestling just a headlock. And if you're not careful, you can get stuck in an arm triangle.
Then he's out. Oliveira's lower jaw now starting to show signs of swelling. Well, you got to be working off of your back. He's certainly doing so here. Nice punch. 66 total strikes and counting have landed for Frankie Edgar. And DC pretty accurate as well, landing at a 54% connection rate thus far against Charles Oliveira. Man, as he landed a high volume of strikes here in round 2, definitely picking up the pace after round 1. So he got the message from the corner, and now he is taking control of this second round. Out tonight.
Very tricky when he throws that body.
Well, a lot of tremendous striking action in that last round, DC. I know you don't have a telestrator, but take us through the route.
I mean, I would love to have my telestrator right now. That was a great display of high-level mixed martial arts striking. Both combatants stood toe-to-toe and let it all hang out.
Sit down, relax, breathe. Okay, listen. This is a very close fight. I want...
You ready? You ready? Fight!
Well, just as he did in the previous round, continuing to land a high number of strikes here, and he hasn't really showed any signs of slowing down. Scary, scary transition to the opponent.
Great single. What a fantastic takedown.
Welcome to the Cormier Express. Well, you see all the grappling repetitions here. Just beautiful movement, seamless transitions on the ground.
Over and over, these guys are doing things that you see in every jiu-jitsu gym around the country.
Whoa!
He's in trouble. He's hurt bad.
Well, he's got the reach advantage. You might as well use it. Nice job there to find a home for that jab.
Beautiful kick.
Let's go, you can do this. Keep going forward.
Just over 3 minutes to go in our third and final round.
Big front leg over the top. How's he gonna
Double
follow
leg.
that?
Bottom fighter here, maybe looking to hip escape, DC. All right, he's sort of hanging out here unguarded, DC. Not sure if he's trying to bait him in or what, but not great body language here.
Thought he's gonna attack a triangle choke here.
Watch triangle, watch triangle.
And he's out. All right, he's got the full mount now. Is this one of the most dominant positions in MMA? Is that fair to say?
It's a very dominant position. It's one of the most ideal positions you can get to. It's
Oh!
He's hurt. Serve him up. Go get him.
Oh, he might be out. Big knee to the body. What a last minute. Oh, straight right. how wobbly he is. What a fight! All right, so the fight goes the distance. We'll take a look back at the action, but should go his way given all he got done in the striking game.
Yeah, he did a great job of landing at will, mixing up the target, doing everything that he's become known for in order to cruise to a very good decision. I know he didn't get the finish that he wanted so bad coming in here tonight, but he had a phenomenal performance, and he showed that he's one of the best fighters in the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges score this contest 9-28. For the winner by unanimous decision, Frankie the Answer Edgar.
All right, so there he is. The celebration is on. He tried to leave the judges out of it tonight, was unable. So here he is, the #1 middleweight contender, getting set for this 185-pound title fight. He believes this title shot should have come a long time ago, but he has let bygones be bygones. The focus now, unseating the champion in dominant fashion and starting a new middleweight legacy of his own. 25 minutes or fewer away from becoming the new champion. We will see how he performs tonight. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. Or tell the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Silva is 9 years the elder. The rest of the numbers are effectively identical. Here is Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. And when the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 15 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, presenting the challenger, Chris Weidman. And now, introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson the Spider Silva.
All right, this is for the championship. You've been giving me instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. We will have a clean fight. Touch gloves. Let's make it official.
They touch gloves and we are underway. Looking to become the UFC middleweight champion of the world, here he is, the #1 middleweight contender for a long time. This man has been one of the best 85ers in the world, but this title fight eluded him. It is here right now. He is healthy. He is smack dab in the middle of his prime, and he believes he is the best 85er in the world and is out to prove just that tonight and walk away with 12 pounds of UFC gold. So here he is, the reigning, defending, undisputed UFC middleweight champion of the world. This man ubiquitously regarded as the top 85er at present. Some people believe this is the greatest middleweight of all time. He certainly does, and he has goals even beyond that. He wants to be one of the greatest mixed martial arts athletes of all time, and in order to preserve that goal, this is a title defense, simply put, that he's got to have. And now our tale of the tape for this middleweight championship fight. Weidman is 36. Silva is 45. Weidman will have a 1-inch reach advantage. Now here's Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the main event of the evening. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Herb Dean. And now, this is the moment UFC fans around the world have been waiting for. Live from the sold-out Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, it's time! 5 rounds for the undisputed UFC middleweight championship of the world. Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner. This man is a wrestler holding a professional record of 15 wins, 6 losses. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Baldwin, New York, presenting the challenger, Chris Weidman. And now introducing the champion, fighting out of the red corner. This man is a Muay Thai kickboxer and jiu-jitsu fighter, holding a professional record of 34 wins, 11 losses, and 1 no contest. He stands 6 feet 2 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Curitiba, Brazil, presenting the reigning, defending UFC undisputed middleweight champion of the world, Anderson, the Spider Silva.
All right, this is for the championship. You can give me your instructions in the dressing room. Protect yourself at all times. Follow my instructions. You will have a clean fight. Touch gloves, just make it official.
Ready? You ready to fight?
Our round 1 is underway between one of the more well-rounded fighters in this division against maybe the best grappler in this division. It'll be interesting to see how it plays out stylistically.
Yeah, you would think that he would just avoid grappling at all costs because he seems to have a clear advantage on the feet. But we've seen guys fight with their egos before. Let's see how he approaches this matchup.
Oh, and he connects with a punch there, DC. You gotta like what you're seeing thus far.
I mean, the speed at which he throws is crazy.
Not tapping out tonight. Oh, an educated jab there. I could watch this dude jab all day.
I mean, he's so light on his feet, and when he that jab and come right back to his face.
All right, so he lands another jab now, just snapping that thing off, DC.
I believe that the jab was lost in mixed martial arts initially, but now it has been found, and it's been found by this young man in this octagon tonight.
Slips the left hand.
Big, powerful punch land. Now we get back to the ring.
Right hand on point. Oh, collar tie. Oh, and the ankle hook to get him down. We'll see if he can capitalize.
Got the ankle pick. Let's see how he advances from this position.
Oh, I love the jab. I know you love the jab. That was a nice one.
It's my favorite punch in all of fighting.
So just over 20 total strikes. And now landed for the former champion, Chris Weidman. Oh, huge knee to the head. He could be in trouble here. Oh.
He needs to start looking.
Oh.
Every time these guys come together, man, you just hear the punches and everything landed. Both very powerful, very explosive. Now he's going to try to attack Kimura here. Turn on the elbow. He's going to chase the submission finish.
Somehow stays in the fight. All right, full guard here, DC. What does he need to do to improve position?
Well, he's got to start to build his posture, get some damage off, move to half guard, which in turn leads to more opportunities for advancement. But if you're on the bottom, you got to anticipate those movements the moment he tries to move to the next position. You build a shield, get back to it.
All right, so he continues to land that patented jab and keeping his opponent at bay.
You can know that it's coming, but until you're in there with the speed and the power of that jab, it's
A near perfect strike to end the fight and end the night for his opponent, who candidly may not have even seen that shot coming. So just the way he drew it up, exactly what he told us during Fight Week played out here on Fight Night. He found a little opening in his opponent's defense and barged right through it to get the big knockout win. Bruce Buffer is here. He has the official decision.
Ladies and gentlemen, referee Herb Dean has called a stop to this contest at 4 minutes, 45 seconds of the very first round. Declaring the winner by knockout and new UFC middleweight champion of the world, Chris Weidman.
All right, so how about this result tonight as we congratulate the new UFC middleweight champion? It's a good thing you're not allowed to bet on these fights because...
I like the champ coming in. If this guy sat across from us and said, I am going to get the job done, that belt is mine. He's only been keeping it warm. Tonight he became the champion just as he said he would.